Hello, this is my video to demonstrate M and W patterns on a market chart, starting with the key lines on a 4-hour, then dropping to the 30-minute to see if we can determine the M and the W patterns. So in an effort of time to save on this video, I've already determined a spot in the past to create a key line, and I've chosen this point here because it's had multiple touches along the way. So I've dropped the key line here, but I've also dropped a horizontal line here so that I don't lose the start of my key line. So at this point, we want to drop down to the 30-minute, and I want to change over to my line chart so I can kind of determine where my M's and W's are. So it's going to help me a little bit. So I'm going to scroll down just a little bit to see what I can find. And in fact, I'm going to go ahead and pause the video for a moment so it's not too long, and I'll be back. Okay, guys, I'm back. I have determined a W pattern here, coming off of the 30 minutes, coming off the 4-hour key line in the 30-minute time period. That looks like a good W to me. That's going back up to the key line. So if I had to choose where my stop loss would be, it's going to be on the first leg of the W. And theoretically, I would be entering the trade on the second leg to take this up. So let's jump back over to the candlesticks. I can see my pattern is boom, 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 boom. That's my W. So this would be my first leg here. So let's do a little annotate. I'm going to do a couple things. I'm going to mark that as my first W. So we know. This is my first leg. So theoretically, I would be putting my stop loss 3 to 4 pips below, well, 3 to 5 pips possibly below that wick, because I'm going to jump in the trade possibly at the next candle or the next leg. I'm not sure if it's going to be the next candle. I probably would wait to see what's happening here, but I will be taking this up. So the theory is to be looking for this to go up. And if we jump back over to, I'm going to be trying to take this trade up. So my take profit is going to be somewhere up here close to this key line. I want to be 3 to 5 pips away from that key line. So I would jump in a trade somewhere here, take that up 3 to 4 pips, or 3 to 5 pips away to do a take profit, because the theory is it's going to go to the next zone. I want to make sure that this doesn't go too far down. If it comes back down and goes past this point where I got in, then it's going to hit my stop loss and basically take me out. So that's my theory for that first W. I'm going to pause for just a sec and I'll be back. Okay, guys, I'm back. I have determined the next spot that I think is an M pattern. It's not very large, but it does represent an M to me. So I'm going to jump to my line chart so we can kind of see what's happening. I see an M here that's coming back up to that key line. So I'm going to put a little notation here that is my M pattern, okay? So if that's the case, that is my M pattern, I'm going to be theoretically looking to try to take this down on the second leg to try to see what's happening here. So what I would do is my stop loss would be up here. My stop loss would be 3 to 5 pips above the first leg of the M. So it'll be around here. And if I'm getting into the trade about the second leg here, then I'm looking for this to go down, and I want my TP to be somewhere down here, 3 to 5 pips away from the next zone that it's heading to. So let's do a quick jump over to the candlesticks to see what's happening here. So that is my M pattern, up, down, up, down. It's small, but that's where the M represents for me. So again, my stop loss is above this candle, which would be my first leg of the M. My TP would be below the last leg. Well, no, it would be 3 to 4 pips away from the next zone as this last leg is heading to that zone. So that's how I would mark that. So let's do another quick little pause. So look for 2 more. I'm looking for 1 more M and 1 more W. So I'll be back. Okay, I am back and I have found another W pattern off of the 4-hour key line. It's going to be right here. If we go ahead and click over to the line chart, we can see the W here. That's my W. So if I go back, now if I'm choosing that as my W, again, my stop loss is going to be but 3 to 4 pips below the first leg. That's where my stop loss is going to be. And if we're talking about the TP, take profit, that take profit is going to be 3 to 5 pips below the key line or the zone where it's heading back up to. So let's go ahead and mark this as my second W. Boom. Let's jump back over and take a look at the candles. So my W pattern is boom, 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 boom. So that's my W pattern. So if I was to choose where my stop loss again is going to be, go back there, let's do an annotate right here. So my stop loss is going to be somewhere around here, 3 to 5 pips below that first leg of the W. My TP is going to be 3 to 5 pips away from the zone that it is heading to. So let's just jump over and take a look at the candlesticks. And as we see, this is the end of the first leg, top, bottom of the first leg. So we don't want it to go any further than there. So we're taking the trade up to the next zone, but I want to be 3 to 5 pips away just so it doesn't hit my TP too early or, or reject. If I'm too close to the zone or, something like that, it may not work out well for me. So that's how I would mark that one. So now we just need to find one more M pattern. So I'm going to do a pause for the calls and I'll be right back. Okay, I am back with my second M. I don't love it, but I'm going to grab it because it's pretty much the only one that I'm finding that's still below the key line. I'm going to choose this M here and let's look at it on the candlesticks. Boom, 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 boom. So it is an M. Don't love it, but it's an M and it's still below the key line. So if I click back over to the line chart, we can see kind of the M pattern happen there. Let's do a little annotate to put my M there. So if I am thinking of where my stop loss will be for this, my stop loss is going to be really up here at this key line. I mean, I'm thinking the stop loss may be above the key line because it's so incredibly close to it. So normally it's going to be 3 to 5 pips above the first leg of the M. So we would have to see how that would play out because again, it's so close to the top of that zone. Then I would theoretically be getting into the trade on my second leg here, which would be here. So my TP would be 3 to 5 pips below, 3 to 5 pips above the next zone that it's heading down to. So if we jump back over and look at the candlestick, so there's another zone down that is happening right there. So we will be taking that trade down 3 to 5 pips above where that zone is probably where I want to be throwing in my TP, not sure if it's going to reject or whatever. So that's how it would do that. That will be my second M. Again, my stop loss would be 3 to 5 pips above that candle, which is very high. And the TP will be 3 to 5 pips away from the zone that it's heading down to, okay? So that's how I would make that choice. That is all for this video, and I'll see you guys next time.